Good morning and welcome to part 2 of my Asia backpacking solo trip. Part 2 is in Malaysia. We are here in Borneo in the Sabah state of Malaysia. I'm only spending 2 days here because it worked out with my layovers to just spend a couple days here. But I have rented a car. I arrived last night and stayed in a little nap zone, which is like pretty much a mini hostel, but inside the airport, and you book it for the amount of hours that you need it for. Because my flight arrived at 1:30 in the morning last night, and I had to get my rental car at 9 a.m. So like, there's no point in going into the city, finding a hotel, and then coming back to the airport. So it worked out pretty good. Did not sleep great. Still had diarrhea from the Philippines, so it's getting better. Let's hope. But they drive on the left side of the road here. So here I am on the left side, or I'm on the right side, passenger on the left. And we are headed out to Kota Kinabalu National Park. I'm not going to hike the main peak because you have to have a guide and it was quite expensive and I didn't really have enough time. So I'm just going to do some smaller hikes around the base, just explore the park and enjoy the nature of Malaysia and see what this state has to offer. So yeah. Let's go. Currently having a quick little snack on the side of the road. I pulled over, so I left the airport zone. Now I'm just, pairing unsuccessful. I'm trying to pair my phone to the Bluetooth, but it's not working because I don't want to listen to the radio that they have here. There's a lot of ads and it's all in a different language, so I have about a 2-hour drive to the park. So I kind of want to listen to music that I want to listen to, but I don't have a USB, and it's not pairing successfully, and I don't know what to do. Alright, I've made it to the Eco Lodge that I'm staying at right outside of Kinabalu National Park. It's pretty amazing. Watch this. I get my own little table and chairs with this view. Look how beautiful. Wow. I'm eating some deer jerky and a quick little orange before I go on a little hike. My stomach's really not feeling up to eating a full meal anyway, so I figured I'll just kind of snack on some stuff, do a hike, and then I'll get dinner locally. This little guy wants to come in my room, but I think you might have bugs or fleas. I don't want to let you in my room, but he wants to hang out. He's meowing. I feel bad. This is a little glimpse of what my drive was like coming here. It was everything like this in winding roads. Now I parked and I'm headed into the visitor center to find out some information about the hikes and what I should do today. Alright, so I'm going to be hiking the Kiao View Trail. There's a couple like easier trails throughout the park with just beautiful viewpoints. So that's what this one's going to be. I'm not sure how much elevation gain this one is. They said it's not too crazy. They said it's moderate, so I guess I'll find out. But this is how the trail starts. It's beautiful. And the weather is wonderful. It's 78 degrees and a little bit windy. I mean, now I'm in the jungle, so I don't really feel the wind as much. But hopefully I don't get eaten alive by mosquitoes in the jungle. I must have lied when I said there's no elevation because so far it's all up. It is a beautiful trail, but I am definitely dragging. I'm still trying to get over the little food poisoning episode of the Philippines. I'm still having the runs. My stomach is cramping. But we're doing it. We're hiking because we're here. This is the closest thing to a viewpoint I've seen so far. I passed a group of girls going the opposite way of me, and they're like, is the viewpoint up there? I was like, no, I haven't seen one. They're like, neither have we. So now it's got me a little bit nervous that I'm doing this whole hike for a viewpoint and there's no viewpoint, which is weird because everything online and all trails, all the apps, it all says that this trail has a viewpoint. There's even pictures. Like, I've seen what the viewpoint looks like. And yet apparently it's not here, so I'm a little bit confused. We were all kind of confused. But it is a beautiful trail, so I'm just going to enjoy the moment, and maybe when I get back down from this hike, I'll figure out another viewpoint. You can see a little bit of something through the trees, but not what you're supposed to see. Well, I finished that hike and there was no viewpoint, so I found something else on the map that shows a mountain view at some point, but it means I have to walk up this hill and I'm kind of dying. It's a 1,300 foot elevation gain for me to go up this road. A road that I could have driven. And am I stupid for doing this? Probably. But I'm already here. Let's face it, I need the workout. I've been skipping a lot of runs for my training, so uphill we go. But yeah, at the end of this, if there's no viewpoint up there, I'm going to be quite upset. Yep, great viewpoint. It would be quite nice if there were no clouds. This isn't even the top, this is just a random viewpoint along the way, but yeah, here we are. Also, another little bit of information if you're coming to visit this park. It's 50 rupees to get in, and they only take card, which is fine because I only took out a little bit of cash at the ATM and I want to make it last, and I don't want to have to pull out more. But yeah, they are card only, which is great, very modern of them. The parking situation is quite odd when you first get into the park, but I just found a spot, and that's why I'm walking currently, because I wasn't sure if I'd be allowed up here. It was like blocked off, and I don't know if they were looking for tickets or what. I don't know. So I just walked. But I am staying literally right down the road at the J Residence Eco Lodge. That's the thing that I showed in the video earlier, and so far so good. Now I'm gonna do this Mountain View Trail. It's 150 meters straight up, pretty much. I don't really have much water left, so wish me luck. This is pretty much what half this trail is here. Well, this is the view from the Mountain View Trail. Not much to see here. It's really just not a good day for like viewing. It's pretty cloudy, so that's really unfortunate for me. It's clearing a little bit. I might actually get to see something. Let's hope. So, unfortunately, I am not feeling well, which is very unfortunate because Malaysia is the country that I have the least amount of time, and where I want to take advantage of the small amount of time that I do have. But I have like a fever and chills. Like, I am literally shivering, and I'm wearing sweatpants, sweatshirt. I've been under this blanket for about 2 hours now, and I have not warmed up. There's no warm water in the shower, so I couldn't even like warm up. I thought maybe the cold water would help the fever a little bit, but there's no way. And I mean, I'm guessing I have a fever. I don't actually know because I don't have a way to take my temperature, but I mean, normally when I'm shivering, it means that I have a fever, but maybe it'll break overnight. I might start sweating, which is what normally happens. And I did look it up. Food poisoning can cause fever, which I've only had food poisoning once before, and it was just I vomited a bunch overnight, and then I woke up, and it was pretty much the next day was just like I was hungover, and I improved, and it was fine. But this time, I think it's a mixture of the water in the Philippines and the food that I ate. I mean, I wasn't drinking any of the water or anything. It's not like that, but I think, maybe showering in the water, a couple of drops got in my mouth, and like, after a week of maybe a few drops here and there, it added up finally at the end. And then I think we all, like the whole group, or half the group pretty much got food poisoning from this certain restaurant that we went to on the last night, and then that night is when everyone started feeling sick, and it's not just me, so I'm deducing that is what it is. But yeah, I've thankfully not been vomiting. I was a little bit nauseous in the beginning, but it's all coming out the other end, which is, I guess, better than vomiting, because at least I can, sit down somewhere. But in Malaysia, a lot of the toilets are like the squatty ones, so it's hard to squat when you're, yeah, I'm not going to go into detail about that. But yeah, chills, fever, I mean, even some congestion. And I had a pretty sore throat earlier, but I also have not been sleeping. So I wouldn't be surprised if my body is like trying to fight off another cold, which I had literally had a pretty bad cold right before coming on this trip, and I started this trip sick. So I've pretty much not been feeling well this entire vacation through the Philippines and now. So this is great, but I have only one full day tomorrow, and then I take a flight to the airport tomorrow, like late tomorrow evening. So I'm really hoping to take full advantage of tomorrow. So that means getting some good sleep, waking up, and just seeing how the day goes. I was supposed to do a 4-mile run in the morning before doing the day, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. If I wake up and feel amazing, like I took a Dayquil, so maybe that's the miracle drug. Maybe I'll wake up and feel amazing. If I do, then great, I'll have a great day. Especially since I've been waking up pretty early anyway. It's not like I'm gonna be sleeping in. But yeah, anyway, welcome to my TED Talk. Well, moral of the story, even though I was not feeling myself today and the weather was not the best, I still enjoyed the day, and I had a beautiful first day in Malaysia. So I'm hoping that tomorrow's better and I enjoy what the beauty of this place has to offer. Good morning. I'm feeling quite better this morning, although I was woken up about 7 o'clock in the morning to children screaming and running around and stomping their feet, and it's a big pet peeve of mine when parents don't realize that their children might be disturbing other people. Like, the walls are very thin. It's an eco lodge. The floor is made of panels of wood. Like, it's not like one of those hotels that are very soundproof. Like, you can hear everything. And it's also 7 o'clock in the morning. Like, when your kids are going, ah! Like, shrieking, literally shrieking, why would you not yell at them and tell them, like, maybe someone's sleeping, or maybe it's just rude in general? Like, I don't have kids, but you best believe when I have kids, they are not going to be acting like that, that's for sure. Anyway, I'm now headed off to check out of my room, and I'm going to get some breakfast before I start the day. Just a quick little bite to eat. I'm not even hungry, but I feel like I need to just stop and get something before I start the day so that I'm not feeling completely dead. So my breakfast was $2.30. I got a hot Chinese tea, 2 poached eggs, and 2 sausages, which were pretty much hot dogs, let's be honest. I wasn't expecting much from the sausages, but I wanted some kind of protein with my eggs, like eggs and sausage. But I have a 20-minute drive to like this little viewpoint, which, let's be honest, I'm not gonna see anything. It's gonna be cloudy, but I'm giving it a shot. I'm here. I'm going to the viewpoint. I'm at the viewpoint, and you wouldn't know it, but literally right there, behind those white clouds should be a beautiful ragged peak. Oh, look, you can see some of the rock pointing out the top. Yep, but the clouds are literally hiding the prettiest part of the mountain. Look how beautiful this is. This entire drive has been stunning. Like non-stop twisting roads, beautiful mountain views, all of the above. Okay, there's about 10 cars in the parking lot here, so I'm pretty excited. I'm at the pouring hot springs. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to swim in the hot springs because it's like 78 degrees outside. I'm not cold, but I have a bathing suit with me just in case. But there's also like this canopy walk. You can walk through the jungle. There's a bat cave and a waterfall that you have to like hike to a little bit. So I'm just going to explore what the park has to offer and see. So I'm going to go find out. It's already so beautiful. The river is so loud, I hope you can actually hear me over this. But to enter the Pouring Hot Spring Park in general, it's also cashless. So you have to use your card, which is fine, but I have so much extra cash, I need to spend it. This is what's making so much noise. So far it seems pretty organized. They don't have a paper map, so I took a picture of like the board, but there's like this walkway, so I'm assuming there's gonna be paved things and signs everywhere. The canopy walk is closed, and I'm probably not gonna do the hot springs because it's pretty hot today. But there is a butterfly garden, another tropical garden of sorts. There's 2 waterfall hikes to go to, and a bat cave as well. So I think I'm gonna be fine filling up my time with that. I've entered the butterfly garden. Let's see if I can find any. Well, there's lots of butterflies and they're beautiful, but they don't ever stop flying, so I can't like get a look at them. Like normally butterflies, you know, they'll stop on a leaf or something. No, they have not stopped since I've walked in here. I haven't found one that's a lie. I found one that was stationary. All the rest have been non-stop flitting around, and they're so fast you can barely see them. Look at the size, the height of this tree. This is a cute little Hobbiton village of sorts. Not really sure. It's called an ethnobotanical garden. Don't even know what that means. There's some creature up there. Don't know what creature that is. And another little Hobbiton house. Very jungle-esque. Jungle is so beautiful. I love the sounds of all the insects. This is the Kipunjit waterfall. Well, here's the bat cave. Not as impressive as I thought it was going to be. You're not allowed to go inside either, but I did see one bat fly through here, but he disappeared. A random little viewpoint through the trees. The hike is actually a lot more difficult than I expected. It's pretty steep up. Like I haven't stopped going uphill since, and I expected like a slight chill nature walk today. I'm just not feeling that great, you know, a little lightheaded and nauseous. The waterfall felt good. I felt like it cleansed me. but now I'm like dying again. So I just had a huge debate with myself of whether I finish this hike or not. I decided I'm not going to, but it's another hour to get to the waterfall, and it's 1,500 foot elevation gain from where I am now and to the waterfall. And I've literally been going up since I started. I don't know how far I've been hiking, but I didn't realize how long it was going to take. To be fair, the signs in the front don't say the elevation gain or how far. Like, I genuinely thought that this park was chill. I mean, the signs, the people that I saw coming here to hike do not look like hikers. That's why I was like, oh, there's no way this hike is going to be hard. I'm actually struggling, and maybe I'm just not feeling well, but I think with me not feeling well, I should not do it, especially because it's going to then take me 2 hours to get back down, even though downhill is good. It's pretty steep, so like, and I've been slipping and sliding, like it's a little bit muddy, so I don't know. And I still have a 3-hour drive back to the airport. I want to return the rental car and give myself enough time, and I still want to eat something before I get back, so I really think I should skip it, as much as that pains me to say, because it looks like a beautiful waterfall. But I'm sorry, Malaysia, but I'm struggling the 2 days that I'm here. I'll just have to come back in the future and see some more stuff, I guess. Back in the car, headed towards the airport now. I have to probably find somewhere to eat food along the way. I'm really not hungry at all. It's 2 p.m. and my stomach hurts, and I just don't think that I'm going to be able to eat anything. So, I mean, worst case scenario, I can get food at the airport, but I mean, I might find somewhere. I mean, I have a 3-hour drive to the airport, so in the next 3 hours, I might get hungry, I might have to stop somewhere, but worst case, I'll just eat something before my flight. But flight isn't until 9 p.m., but I want to get there a little bit early to drop off the car, figure out where the drop-off spot is, because they close. I'm going to be there after they close. I have to fill up the car with gas, and I've not filled up the car with gas in Asia before, so I'm not sure what the process is like, but we're going to find out. I think you pump it yourself, and I think it's fine, but you never know. And I have so much currency that I'm going to need to change back into US dollars. I withdrew $100 US from the ATM, and I think I only spent like $20 US in the past 2 days, cash. So I got a lot to, I'm going to probably lose money doing that, but whatever. I did not realize that I was going to be using my card for so much. Like, a lot of places actually want you to use card, and I'm surprised. So here we go. I will withdraw less money when I get to my next stop, which is Brunei. So let's see. I'm not totally sure what I ordered because I Googled it, and that's not what the picture that Google showed. So, all right, I've just gotten gas. I couldn't use my card, apparently. The reader said it doesn't take my specific card. I don't know. I couldn't read it. It was all in Malaysian, and the guys that was working there were like, do you need help? Because I tried to pull out Google Translate, and I was like, yes. He spoke a little bit of English, so it was fine. But the only problem is they don't have a bathroom, and I have to pee so bad. So now I'm waiting in a bunch of traffic and about to be at the airport in like 10 minutes. So, yeah, woohoo. But I am glad that I skipped that hike because I ran into a lot of traffic on the way back. I mean, it's Friday night coming into the city. I had a gut feeling about not doing that hike, and
In half a mile, take a slight right turn into the parking lot.
And I'm glad that I listened to my gut intuition, because if I had done that hike, I would have either missed my flight or been scrambling to get there on time. Like, I'm gonna get there with just enough time. I mean, like, enough time to not be rushed and not be stressed, If I had gotten there any later, I might be stressing a little bit, but it's fine. I already checked in. I just need to drop off my checked bag. Well, I've made it to my gate here at the Kota Kinabalu airport, and now I have 2 hours to kill time because there was absolutely no line. It was amazing. I got through customs and the security in like 15 minutes, all of it. It's really annoying though when they stamp their stamp right in the middle. It's the smallest stamp and yet it takes up the most amount of space. Why is that? Big pet peeve of mine. Anyway, this concludes the Malaysia part. Stay tuned for my next video, which is going to be Brunei. So I'll be there tonight. It's only a 40-minute flight, so it's pretty quick. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and follow for more videos.